So the appeal here was centered around the witnesses that got to testify. I imagine those witnesses will not be allowed to testify in this retrial. Is there still convincing evidence, like there was last time for the jury, beyond a reasonable doubt that he will be found guilty again?
Certainly, I do think that there will be convincing evidence. There were convictions in this case, and the two complainants that will be testifying in this case, they already got their convictions, but the concern that the appellate court had was that it wasn't done in a fair manner. The prosecution sort of flooded the testimony with other witnesses who weren't charged, where Harvey Weinstein wasn't facing charges for, and the concern was that that tainted the jury's verdict.
So, again, will the witnesses that the government can only present this time around, are they going to be convincing enough for this jury?
I do think so. I mean, it's hard to predict how the jury is going to go. Harvey Weinstein has different attorneys. The combination of attorneys that he has right now are, in my opinion, some of the best of the best. Very, very good defense attorneys, very good legal scholars, in addition to trial attorneys. They were convicted. The convictions that they had for these two witnesses, or for one of the witnesses, was forcible conduct, which carries a higher maximum. I do think that there will be convictions in this case. I don't think he'll walk on everything, but I don't know that that the prosecution will get everything that they want.
You know, I'm curious because obviously the government tries to do as best they can to make sure that they prosecute, they secure that conviction. Obviously, the defense doesn't have to put on a case if they don't want to. Just got to poke holes here. But how much is the onus on the judge here? Is this the same judge that allowed these witnesses the last time that the appellate court said, no, we're throwing this out?
It's a different judge. That judge retired after the Harvey Weinstein case. This is a different judge. He's been making different rulings, and the rulings have sort of been made, in my view, with the mind of, look, the appellate court is watching this. I don't want to blow it on this one. I'm going to do it safe. I'm going to do it by the books. And the court's rulings have been a lot more fair this time around. But we also have a completely different, society going on right now. Last time we were in the height of the Me Too movement, of the Time's Up movement, and now to some degree that has waned.
Yeah, and you could argue that first conviction that was later overturned was really what catapulted the Me Too movement. So we'll wait and see. And to your point, with defense attorneys like that, really legal scholars, anything can happen as it relates to the law. Joseph, thank you for being with us here on this first day of trial as they try and seat the jury. A lot of people would say that you win a trial at jury selection.
That is certainly true.
Okay, good to see you. Thank you. Let's move on to this gloomy Tuesday. Checking